Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. Today, we return. Don't get sad, but I think this is my last Arthurian Legends box opening in the video queue. Patron Sean F., all the way in Burlington, Kentucky. Sean, this is it, man. You're the last one in the Sorcery Arthurian Legends queue. And I thought it might be a nice time where, since the last filming, this is why I always skip a few weeks between these box openings, because what's interesting is the last time we were doing a Sorcery Arthurian Legends video, they had just done that the beta reprint and restock, and distributors were packaging and making you buy other things and this and that. You really couldn't buy in a beta, and everybody wanted to get rid of Sorcery. We had to dump. Ooh, the old Rudy the Squirrel Rabbit Moose Bearscape. Yeah, last time we had the whole situation with our Arthurian Legends and, overprinted, being destroyed at distribution. Distributors are for you. Remember all that drama that you guys were blowing me up about? So Rudy the Belvedere. So guess what? We fast forward now, and box prices just went from the 80s all the way back to about 97 to 101. So since the last time we've done this box opening on this set, oh, beautiful. I love the art on that card. It's like a watercolor style, that winning hall art. It's so cool. So since we've done our last box opening, we've seen about a 15% uptick from Rudy the Fish, from the market lows. And guess what? On no major news, no major market shift. Ooh, I love that grim, nice axe there. Beautiful, beautiful little joust there for our first ordinary shiny card. And of course, a little creepy piece of art there. And yeah, but see, that was my point. When we were talking about this last time, and yes, just so you all know, Sorcery, I had, reached out, had communication with Eric and Simon, and went over some information and have communicated with them. And this whole, Sorcery, this whole Arthurian Legends, confirmed to, oh, Rudy, did they tell you there's, like 100 pallets of Arthurian Legends in distribution? Well, after having conversation with distribution and having conversation with the company, that's not true. I would like everybody to know that. Man, we're getting a lot of the knights in this one. Goodness gracious. I know they're not really unique rarity, but Jesus, please, it's like 3 of them in just the first few minutes of the video already. So I wanted to go over that. And of course, with that information coming out, on top of it, beautiful, unique, I love that. Look at that. Dude, the art in Sorcery really is something else, man. Like, even if you don't like the card game, you're a game piece army, you want, 15 beta waves and until everything just falls apart. There is not much in 2025. Hey, King Arthur. Well, okay, that's a nice little unique hit there. No matter how you want to word it, the artwork on this stuff is just, I know everybody's kind of a little going through the frustrations of in between major set releases right now. Beautiful Wizard's Den there. Nice little snowball, uncommon. Exceptional, also known as. But I know everyone's kind of going through that whole thing, but, it could work for Sorcery. Now, who's to say in the future they don't go to 2 sets a year, or they just leave it. A nice little Black Plague there. That is a beautiful, unique little disease spell there. And, it's working. The last time we did a video, like I said, everybody was negative, and just within a couple weeks, in 30 days, on no major news announcements, maybe a few little Gothic spoilers and teasers and stuff like that, a few little small, I know we got the little dragon, was a little dragon secret lair thing coming. It's, it just shows that emotions just kind of bounce around and flow online. Ooh, Fairy Queen, I haven't seen that one in a while. I don't think we even had that pull in the last 2 videos. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, baby. I love the art on that one. Look at that beautiful, unique foil. That's really nice. Okay. Not bad on the little shiny so far. So I thought this was a good moment to remind everybody how quick things can change over nothing really of substance, good or bad, over just simply the marketing, just kind of the ebbs and flows of market swings. God, wow, that's like our fifth night in this thing. And yeah, that's where it's at. I don't know, because now you guys are sending me questions. Rudy, do you think Arthurian Legends will ever go back to the 80s or 70s? Gods! The frisky Rudy squirrel. Like, that might be one of the coolest exceptionals for the art. Like, the frisky red squirrel. I love it. I just think that's hilarious. That's all. So, yeah, you know, but that's how these things work, is right when we get a market shift like that, suddenly now everyone's saying, oh, man, Rudy, I was watching the boxes about 80 bucks a piece. I know it's hitting below, ooh, the banner. That's a nice little loan. And I was waiting for boxes of Arthurian to go to like 60. And I was going to buy a bunch. But now, the market turned. So what do you think? You think it bottomed? I don't have the answer to that. God, wait, this is a fun little box, man. Sean, we are getting some of the best elites. Not a lot of uniques, though, besides, obviously, all of our knights. But that's how it is. You know, people who try to time the market, you can't, nobody knows the direction and predictability. Wow, really? What, really? Back-to-back elite, the same rare? That's pretty unusual. Just a rock. Or wait, yeah, just a rock, just a common there. But that's what I'm telling you guys. You can't really time the market on this stuff. There's no way to know. You kind of just have to pay attention. You just kind of have to say, hey. And you can't try to time market bottoms. Otherwise, you're like these people. Look at these people. You can't, there's no way to know when and where a bottom is going to be, because it's just, things turn up and down on a dime. You know, this time a month ago, everybody was making fun of me when I said everybody needs to be greedy because the Wall Street, the tariffs, the stock market, the whole world was ending. Everybody was going crazy. And I was just telling everybody, you got to be greedy. This is a great buy opportunity on everything. Now, you know, I said, you know, I didn't know where the bottom would be. You just got to buy all the way down and let that knife cut you up, right? You know, beautiful little warrants. But the market turned, things shifted a lot faster than normal. And that's just how the world works. And I know it's not a cool, sexy thing to say. It's like these dudes. It may not be the coolest, sexiest, best card in Sorcery, but it has its place and it has its purpose. There's Rudy in the basement. There's all my exes. And that's just the real world we're in, everybody. Last pack on box one, Sean. We had ourselves 5 little shinies in the box. Oh, no, we got one more in the back. Oh! We got one more shiny in the back with Mr. Arky-Moggy. Ladies and gentlemen, a hollow, foily, shiny little avatar. That is what I'm talking about. That is a fantastic way to end box one, everybody. Holy smokes. That was... Let's see what I'm saying. Like, I still believe Arthurian Legends is not this... The market is just obsessively negative on Sorcery right now. And I'm not... You know, the only reason I'm hearing is, Rudy, the management just wants game piece army. Print it all to 0. And, well, yeah, Sorcery's 100 a box. Well, it didn't go to 150 a box. Print runs higher. Supply was higher. And it didn't immediately pop. Folks, Arthurian Legends has been out for what? A couple months? You know, I've reminded you all, in this Pokemon world, even in Flesh and Blood, the new sets that you guys are getting spoiled now, because, oh, every new Flesh and Blood set, so they come to print and run, all I do is just buy Flesh and Blood, double my money now. You know? Well, magic. Every new collector box, Rudy, I just buy the collector boxes and I just make huge returns. See? Ooh, I love that legacy. See? Fun, unique cards like that. Those are the kind of uniques I love, man. Those are just fun little uniques. But see, that's kind of what I'm getting at, everyone. Is, you know, we get spoiled very quickly. Sir Belvedere. We get spoiled quick because, well, we're used to buying a Pokemon box. And we double our money in 12 months. You know, I just... That's not the way collectible card games are supposed to work, okay? Sir Tom. I still love the art on that particular one. You know, that's the problem is, you know, everybody gets very spoiled. And the expectations of everyone, it just changes really quick. Really? God, we get so many knights in these boxes. It gets me every time because I always see the unique. I get excited. I'm like, oh, wait, that's right. It's not really unique. But I think it's just, I just wanted to mostly let everybody know. Nice little Sylvan there. I wanted everyone to know that, yes, Arthurian Legends does appear to have bottomed in the short term. We'll see if the bottom holds. The fact that single boxes are now back to around 100 plus tax is actually a very positive indicator, where a lot of people were just saying these things were going to go to 50, 60 bucks and Sorcery was going to fall apart. There was a lot of that negativity happening. And, well, ooh, nice little bridge there. Love the artwork on that. You guys see that? You see the little knight on the edge? Ooh, beautiful knot there. Man, they do these shiny little hollowy foils. God, they make those look so nice. So, anyways. So, let's talk about the future of Sorcery a little bit. We're already halfway through the video. Haven't even mentioned Gothic or the future. So yes, the little dragon set coming. It's like a fun little play thing that really just a rock again. No, I'm not carrying that. There's not really much going on. It's just a tiny little $20, $30 set with a couple cards. Fun little Ed Beard set, little throwback, really cool packaging. I hope they actually at least send me a couple just to show on the channel. That'd be really fun. There's the Cursed Land, everybody. And beautiful little, look at these guys. The Pukas. Ooh, those look evil and dangerous, don't they? I do hope that they send me some just so I can, even just send me a case or something, just so I can open on the channel and share with you guys and the packaging. And I just want to see what it looks like. I'm more excited. I don't know if it's, I mean, they're not expensive. It's not like some big special rare investment thing. But I think it'd be a lot of fun. I just want to open and see what it looks like. And that's okay. Again, folks, it's okay to not have everything with 10x your money. See, I'm going to be bringing that up quite a bit there. Nice little evasion. Because, again, Pokemon and Magic Collector boxes right now are spoiling everybody. It's disorienting everybody. And it's making everyone think this is 2021. I'm just going to buy and flip everything and double my money. You know, and again, it's supposed to be slow and steady. We're not supposed to have collectible cards. You just buy them and you make a bunch of money. It's supposed to be taking time. Beautiful King's Council there, everybody. And I think we will return to that. And I do think there's going to be a time. Because think about this, folks. For those of you because I had a message the other day. Oh, Excalibur. There's a nice little weapon. Man, that's not something we pull. I think we only did this in one other sorcery opening. That's a nice little surprise, everybody. That's a nice little fun card to pull. Crap, now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I think when we get to like Gothic and the set after that, you go 2026, moving forward, you guys really think like they're just going to keep reprinting Arthurian Legends like the first expansion? Like, no, that's not going to be a thing, everybody. Even beta. Once we get the next big set Gothic and we move forward into the future, here we go. Elite. It's just an ordinary little village. You know, see, people have gotten so jaded because of the beta reprints. We've had so many beta reprints. People have gotten extremely angry, agitated. Every time there's more beta reprinted, because they've done the reprints so many times, over and over in the same thing, it's created a lot of frustration towards people who don't like that concept. And I get that. It makes sense. But from what I'm gathering, these reprints and restocks are incredibly small. I mean, I haven't been able to get any. I know you guys keep asking me. Beautiful. Oh, God, we got a Vivian. Oh, man. That's a nice hit. But I have not had any beta. I literally have a couple loose boxes for a future box opening. That's it. And I think they have, like, damage and dents on the side. I have no beta coming. I have no plans for a beta sale. I don't have any of that coming, folks. Like, the idea that there's just an extra 100,000 beta boxes is just not really accurate. You know, so, but I really do think the Arthurian Legends, moving on to the next set, is really going to be the big the big tipping point for Sorcery. As long as Gothic is a large set that has a lot of unique, good gameplay and new mechanics and cards and new styles and kind of new little strategies and new deck tech kind of things and new directions and, you know, some creative new avatars and styles, I think that's going to be really, oh, that's nice. Beautiful Elite Horn. Oh, that's a nice hit, everybody. That's one of the best fools we pulled in this video. Actually, that might be the best. Actually, that might be the best one we've had. So I want you all to know that that's really what it's going to come down to. Okay, beautiful little joust. It's really, Gothic is going to make or break Sorcery. Okay, let's just come out and say it right now, because I just realized, holy crap, we're almost done with the video. I do think Gothic is going to deliver. I think it's going to cause another huge uptick with the Sorcery player base and the fan base. Because right now, we're directly, what are we, like 5-6 months in between set releases? So right now, we are in what we call the lull, because you're in between the major releases, okay? So this is going to be your weakest, negative, you know, most internet, you know, social media type of, you know, negativity and blah. This is going to be the time we have the most of it. Okay, because it's been months since we've had a Sorcery release, and we have months until we have the next one or anything exciting. Okay, starting off with Rudy the Salmon, and well, I think because of that, it's going to continue to kind of make things a little bit, you know, sloshy. But I think as we approach Gothic, that's when things are going to get really, really interesting. Because again, oh my god, I can't open this pack. When people realize the size of Gothic, and if they deliver all kinds of fun, unique things, it's going to revitalize the whole thing. Reckless Squire. And well, that's going to dictate Sorcery's future, everybody. So when those of you guys asking me about alpha boxes, sample cards, Ethereum Legends, beautiful little Wizard's Den, everybody. The whole future of this card game is going to be based around, well, the player base and the success of the expansions and the ability to maintain the actual brand long term. That's really what it is. If the brand makes more sets like our Ethereum Legends and has some missteps and overprinting and they do multiple waves, if they continue that, well, the market's going to be upset and it's going to throw a tantrum. And you're going to see things like alpha and beta and sample cards. Ooh, nice old Black Plague again. God, why can't we get the foil version of those? And, the market's going to be, when the market's unhappy, the way the market penalizes card companies is it pretty much just, the prices tank, okay? When the prices, God, I can't open these. When that happens, well, the market pretty much says, hey, I'm angry, and the prices drop. Ooh, golden harp there, nice little elite. But, well, when we see Gothic come out, and we'll know if the market loves it. Because you will see the price of alpha boxes start to push back up. You'll see all kinds of activity. Another little banner there for an elite. Golly, can we have some killer, some foils or something? Dang, man. What is going on? I mean, Sean, dude, we're on box 3 here. Can we have some good, unique foils, please? All right, we got something coming. All right, I mean, I kept thinking the tower was a elite. This is okay. We actually have a tower. This is a unique actual tower that's actually a foil. That's actually a pretty good hit. That's going to be one of our better ones. I don't know if that particular site. I don't think that the tower is one of the high demand ones that are most playable. I could be wrong though. So, but that's my answer to everybody out there asking me about Sorcery right now. The whole game and the future value of everything is based on essentially, well, how they manage and kind of direct the actual card game. Beautiful Yellow Knight there. Gorgeous. Look at that, like running in the wind and the clouds. Really cool card there. That's all there is to it. If you believe the future of Sorcery is going to be massive, and they're going to continue to report, and they're going to continue to release and innovate and make really good products that people continue to love, then yeah, you're going to see alpha boxes and Sorcery, even beta, and you will see our Ethereum Legends and everything push back up and, go back to MSRP. Where's my MSRP gang? Huh? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The products below MSRP. So the MSRP gang is gone right now. Never mind. Where's my MSRP gang, huh? Sorry, I can't resist the MSRP game piece army. They're some of the most uneducated, stupid humans I've ever seen in my life. Rudy, are you gonna sell beta at MSRP? Well, beta's $250 a box. Well, no, I'm only willing to pay $150, $160. Okay. Ooh, I love that field. God, the pink on that. And just a little Robin. And then, of course, when prices, our Ethereum Legends 30 days ago was like $83 online. I was like, where's all the MSRP people? Where's the game piece people that want MSRP? Why is nobody paying $120, $130 for our Ethereum Legends? Where's my game piece army? Huh? And they all get quiet and they hide in the corners. They're like little elves. Oh, sorry, that just cracks me up. It's only important when it's in a certain direction and a certain favor in life. That is the beauty thing of the internet and the highly educated Timmies that spend their days on social media pounding all day instead of being happy or living a life. They got to be on that social media posting tweets, sending out messages, getting those private Facebook groups, and make sure maybe one day you too can be a moderator of a group of random strangers on the internet. And you can do that, and you can moderate and work for free. Oh, God. There is something beautiful about the era we're living in, everybody. Sylvan, nice little pawn there. Golly, these foils are so tough to get, everybody. Holy smoke, Sean. Dude, we're about to be done cracking 3 boxes. God, these things are so tough to pull. By the way, Morgana, love that unique, man. If we could just get that in foil, that would be amazing. Dang. Super tough to pull some of that stuff. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm skimming the back too on each pack there. Beautiful little sir. See if we can get ourselves a little curio hiding back there. I've been skimming through, but We are just not getting it, man. I know you can get some of the curios stand out, and some of the squires and little ones do not stand out, but I've been scanning. Ooh, the old Ring of Morgan. God, can we please have some holo versions? Dang, that would be... Oh, no. It's like, can we please? All right, everybody. Well, we're down to the end of this video here. I'm starting to get some bad weather outside, so hopefully nothing weird happens here. Beautiful wedding hall again. I guess my final comment to everybody is, I just ran another Arthurian Legends sale, and for those of you guys who bought the whale kits and got some Arthurian Legends cases and sent out some sample cards as a thank you for supporting and buying Sorcery. Beautiful little, the Babbling Brook for the nice little uncommon exceptional sight. That was fun, but unfortunately, that is going to be it for Sorcery sales for quite a while, folks. Unfortunately, I do not have any beta. A little fairy there. Ooh, exceptional little relic. Okay, a little iron rod there. It's not that terrible. But no, that's it for Sorcery sales. It's going to be for many months, everybody. I have no beta. I have no little dragon secret layers. That is it for Arthurian Legends, unless stores or distributors dump a bunch on me again. And of course, Gothic's a long way out. And that is it, everybody. Conclusion there, Sean. We did okay. I'm going to call this an average box opening for Arthurian Legends. We didn't hit any really crazy foil uniques or anything like that. Obviously, we didn't get in a curio. I don't know what the curio pull rate is. Some people told me 1 in 60 boxes. Some people told me 1 in 100. Some people even told me 1 in 120 or 1 in 240. I have not pulled a curio. This is only I think it's the third or fourth Arthurian Legends video we've done for box opening. Unfortunately, I have not pulled a curio. But again, I mean, what is that? 24 boxes we've opened? I mean, what are the odds of pulling one? 1 in 100? I mean, not the best odds, but other than that, that's the conclusion, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sean, enjoy all the cards headed your way. Final comment is, everyone, it's really all eyes are going to be on Gothic. If Gothic comes in, home runs, delivers, and people love it and everything goes well, I think you're going to see an uptick on Arthurian Legends, Beta, and even all the way back to Alpha, and you're going to have whales going back to collecting samples and Alpha stuff. Yes, Alpha, Beta, all of it is, it is 20, 30, 40, 50% off the all-time highs. And that is because we're in between, and the Sorcery market is softer right now. You pretty much, the only news you have are reprints of the same thing over and over, and you have frustration on the collectors and whale side because they don't like the direction of the reprints. But you have a lot of people really enjoying the game. You got a lot of people who are buying the reprints every time Beta comes out, and stores carry it or distributors offer it when they do, and they get maybe a case or something. I mean, it does sell. It does very well. People are collecting the cards. They're actually even doing set collecting and foil collecting. Kind of tough to argue with that, So all eyes are on Gothic. Like I said, unfortunately, I am pretty much out of Sorcery stuff. I've got a couple cases of Arthurian Legends for just box openings in the future, and I got a couple cases of Alpha for box openings in the future. But that's really about it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll have a beautiful day out there. As always, stay away from the drama. Try to learn. Make your own opinions. It's a beautiful world. Have a great day.